In late June, the United States conducted its strikes against the Iranian nuclear program. The United States struck 3 sites: Esfahan, which was involved in uranium processing, and Fordow and Natanz, which were both involved in uranium enrichment. There's a big debate about how effective the U.S. strikes were against the Iranian nuclear program. We were able to acquire some additional satellite imagery that revealed both the extent of the damage from the U.S. and Israeli strikes, as well as Iran's attempts to rehabilitate their sites. The satellite imagery that we've assessed illustrates that at those 3 facilities, the damage is quite extensive. The satellite images reveal that Iran has conducted limited activity to rebuild at Fordow. There's some grading and dump trucks that are going in to fill in the debris craters. More broadly, what this illustrates is that there's not a lot to salvage inside of the facility. I think if there was much that Iran wanted to pull out of the Fordow facility, they would probably be making some more extensive efforts. At Esfahan, some of the buildings had suffered some severe structural damage, and so there's some ongoing activity at Esfahan to stabilize buildings to prevent further collapse. It seems from our satellite imagery analysis that Iran is not trying to extensively, rapidly rebuild these 3 facilities that the U.S. struck, which indicates that if Iran's nuclear program is to continue, it likely won't be at activities at these 3 sites. They will probably pursue more deeply buried, more covert facilities. 2 kilometers south of Natanz, there's a facility called Pickaxe Mountain. Since the strikes, we continue to see extensive construction and excavation activity. It appears that it's a more deeply buried target than Natanz or Fordow, based on the massive tailings piles that we see being constructed outside of the facility. Similarly, outside of Esfahan, we see to the north a second underground facility. The International Atomic Energy Agency Director General Rafael Grossi had indicated that Iran was considering building a 3rd nuclear facility for uranium enrichment just outside of Esfahan. Ultimately, the use of force is a means to an end, and the end that I think we really need in the Iran case is a diplomatic settlement. Some sort of war termination that results in international inspectors getting back into the facilities and assess how much damage was done and where Iran's remaining stockpile of 60% enriched uranium is. It's pretty vital that the international community is able to get international inspectors from the IAEA back to be able to locate that stockpile and to put it back under international safeguards to ensure that it's not used for proliferation.